New South Wales has become the first state in Australia to throw full financial support behind the National Disability Insurance Scheme. Many who will benefit say it's a relief to have the financial security. But as Kimberly Pratt reports, not everyone's lives has been improved.
People living with a disability rarely make a song and dance about it, but today they're cheering. Because the New South Wales and federal governments have teamed up to fund the National Disability Insurance Scheme for the next 5 years.
It's the first time in our nation that the state and federal government has come together to sign the NDIS agreement.
It enables us to guarantee the essential services Australians rely on, need and deserve.
The Premier has committed more than $3 billion per year, with the Commonwealth chipping in the balance, giving those who need the most support some financial security.
To have the NDIS fully funded here in New South Wales is just wonderful news.
This is really making this easier, life easier for us.
It provides me with comfort for people who are now having children born with a disability or diagnosed with a disability.
I think the NDIS is going to help me a lot.
But those who've struggled since the scheme was introduced in 2016 fear today's announcement won't change a thing.
We've had nothing but a bad experience for the last 2 years, and unfortunately there's not enough being done about it.
The system is not working. It's taken me over 12 months to get, and I still haven't got it, my new wheelchair.
Everything seems to be tied up in red tape. The way it was before, she could get anything she wanted right away.
Meaning the landmark agreement is still to hit the mark. Kimberly Pratt, 10 Eyewitness News.
The Labor Party is tonight maintaining its rage over having to shift its national conference because of a clash with the Super Saturday by-elections. 5 seats go to the vote, but the Prime Minister denies pulling a Swiftie to make it more difficult for his political opponents. Jonathan Lee explains.
Nothing to see here. There was a palpable awkwardness between the PM and his junior minister Jane Prentice today, unwilling to walk beside the man who wouldn't or couldn't save her from being dumped from pre-selection in the next general election.
Well, something for the grandchildren here.
Okay.
An equally thorny issue is the date set for a Super Saturday of upcoming by-elections. Penned in for July 28, that's 9 weeks away. The opposition is determined to infer the government has bent the rules, scheduling the event on the very same day as Labor's national conference.
Pretty sneaky and tricky manoeuvre that we saw unveiled in Parliament yesterday.
Arguing it's designed to stop Labor from being able
to put together a policy platform for a federal election that could be called as early as August.
Rubbish, says the PM.
The by-election date is set by the Speaker, and as you know, he set it following advice from the Australian Electoral Commission.
Both are independent. Voters in Braddon in Tasmania, Mayo in South Australia, Longman in Queensland and Perth and Fremantle in Western Australia will return to the polls. Labor forced to shift its conference.
Obviously, we are not going to hold a national conference during by-elections in 5 different electorates across the country.
There's no love lost in politics. One government source told me today that Labor can cry them a river, adamant that if Labor's dual citizens came forward sooner, they wouldn't be in their current mess. There's also a movement within the Greens, with divisive Lee Rhiannon handing her Senate seat over to Mehreen Faruqi from New South Wales.
I wish Senator Rhiannon very well in her future endeavours.
Another new face where too many had been sent packing. Jonathan Lee, 10 Eyewitness News.